In recognition of Brain Injury Awareness Month, BEST has asked me to participate in a series of brain injury awareness videos. With us today, we have the co-founders of BEST, Michelle Renee Wild, who has 30 years of experience working with brain injury survivors, and her peer and colleague, Christy Cragthorpe, a survivor herself. So to provide me with a clearer understanding, could you please share with me what are the causes of brain injury?
Sure. There's actually two different types of brain injury. There's a traumatic brain injury, which you may have heard about. It's also known as TBI, so you probably heard about that in the media and the news, that kind of thing. There's also a non-traumatic form of brain injury. Traumatic brain injuries occur from a lot of different things. Something like a car accident or a bicycle accident, could be sports-related injury, could be a fall, or some kind of concussion. It can also be caused by blast injuries, which is very common, and we've probably heard more about those through the media as it relates to the military. But also something like domestic violence, which we're not typically familiar with brain injury resulting from domestic violence. So those are just a few of the different causes that you might be familiar with as it relates to the traumatic brain injury.
I suffered a traumatic brain injury 9 years ago in a horse accident.
Now, Michelle, you had also mentioned earlier that there's something called a non-traumatic injury. Could you share a little insight on that?
Sure. Non-traumatic injuries result from more medical-related kinds of things, such as stroke, anoxia, which is something that occurs as a result of lack of oxygen, so it could be a heart attack or something like that. Even infections, brain tumors can cause brain injury, as well as something that we've been hearing a lot about lately, COVID. There's something called long COVID, and there's some indication that, in fact, with some people with long COVID, there is some type of brain injury associated with that.